idea is a tough fight, you'll get it. Yeah, he just keeps on like, yeah, even Austria. It's weird. I did say to them, did you mean Australia? And they said, no. It just, apparently I have the everywhere accent. There's this episode of South Park where people come back from the future to get jobs. And apparently they just speak every accent and every language all at once. And maybe I'm that. You sound like you're from India. I'm not though. That's the one. Yeah, you've seen the episode. I thought you were a fellow Italian. Yep, could be. You cheeky Aussie, you. They took her gerbs. Was a cheeky joke. Yep. Whoop. We made it. I didn't fall off for once. Yeah. I'm from everywhere. Everywhere all at once.
Hi, Shamai. I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
I'm really hoping one of these guys will sell me an ultra great sword, so I don't have to sacrifice one of mine. Damn, this isn't an ultra large great sword either. Ah, curses. Is he selling any new stuff? Oh, he is. Selling Smo's armor. Still trying to save my money at the moment and trying to figure this out, because I find the upgrade shop and the boss soul so confusing in this game, and nobody told me the answer. I'm slowly figuring it out, but we've completed Dark Souls: The Prepare to Die edition once without finding out how to use the boss souls. And this time round on the remastered edition, I'm sort of learning.
Well, that is a shame then. But no matter. Come back again. I'm always available. Not every trade was meant to be. There'll be more in store for us. Someday. Sometime.
Yeah, we're doing okay. We're figuring things out. Like, I didn't find out how to kindle the bonfires in my first playthrough. So we defeated Gwen with just the five bonfire charges, and we defeated everyone. Yeah, it probably is very difficult for everyone to not tell me the answers. But we're winning. I'm just gonna have to wear the game down through just, you know, defeating it by playing it. Where should we try next? There's another vendor just kind of up in town. The guy is kind of sitting on the right in the Undead Berg. Yeah, we'll go visit him. I doubt he sells like an ultra great sword. I don't remember seeing one on his list. But maybe his inventory's expanded since we last spoke to him. I think Dark Souls 2 was a real shock for me, because I got lost for a month. And everyone in the audience kept quiet about the answer, and it was perfect. I love that everyone didn't tell me how to solve Dark Souls 2, but we found him. We found the king. We finished the game. And I don't think I've ever been so angry as I was playing Dark Souls 2, and I've got it all recorded, and it's all up there on YouTube. So people can see the difference when I finally lose my grip and I get mad about something. Otherwise, I'm so calm. I think the next time I got quite so angry was Bloodborne. Very frustrating game when you're just playing with the minimum amount of health. And then I guess a little bit during Sekiro, until I got it. I finally understood Sekiro at one point, and it was such a relief to start getting Sekiro right. Right, this is the guy. Dark Souls 2 is full of bad features and bugs that weren't fixed, not even in Scholar of the First Sin edition. I think we did okay. I had a few crashes to the desktop during Dark Souls 2, but I was running with a load of graphical
there
overhauls.
Where have you been hiding? I guessed you'd hop the twig for certain. Bah, shows what I know.
I actually, in the end, I enjoyed it. Now that I know where to go in Dark Souls 2 and I won't get stuck for a month, I'm looking forward to going back and trying my first New Game Plus in one of these games. Because Dark Souls 1 kind of forces you into New Game Plus, but we didn't do too much. We just looked for a save point and then finished up. So I haven't really done a New Game Plus in one of these, and I'm interested to know how it goes. But we're circling back around and we're doing all the games again on New Game Plus, except for Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 makes me so angry. I don't think I can play Dark Souls 3 again.
What a waste of time. Go and fall off a cliff.
Yikes, this guy's harsh when you don't buy anything. So I don't think the Moss Girl sells weapons. So I think we have to try the guy at the top of Anolondo. No, the guy at the top of Sen's Fortress. Sorry, my mistake. And that's about it. I think that's all the vendors at that point. I don't think the guy talking about sins sells weapons. So where is that? We can either go from Anolondo or we can go from the Undead Parish. Probably best to take the lift up from the Undead Parish rather than go Anolondo and backwards. I think. Who knows? Yeah, but the thing that makes me angry about Dark Souls 3 is that's kind of like the first game where bosses can be completely killed, health bar depleted, but then they get back up and they have another health bar. And I think it's the first one to do that. I can't be entirely sure, but I think so. And the thing that made me pretty angry was Frida. Frida kept on getting back up. She never got defeated. She's got like 3 or 4 stages. It is crazy. Just make the boss have 3 or 4 times the health bar. Don't keep on pretending that the boss is dead, only to have her get back up again. That's not a health bar. That's 4 health bars. Just have 1. And I think that's it. Just the arrangement of how the health bars work. And then they carried on with that, of course, in later games. But I blame Dark Souls 3. And also the sudden speeding up in combat in Dark Souls 3 kind of threw me off. Like you can roll at the speed of light. Maybe I'll go through it again as another class and then not restrict myself to the starting health, and maybe I'll finally be able to enjoy the game. Who knows? Could be worth a shot. Alright, here we go. Oh, I made it for once. And it looked textbook. Not like my normal, almost fall off sloppy roll.
Ah, oh, you. Still alive? That's a surprise. Anything you want? What's mine is yours, but at a price.
Come on, ultra large great swords. Oh. Yes. This guy sells them. That's amazing. Now I can try and sacrifice one to maybe make a boss weapon. I'll buy a duplicate of this as well, just so I know that you can get more than one of them. What are some of the stats on these shields? It weighs 4. It's a bit heavy. I think I've had 100% physical reduction ones that have weighed 3. This one's pretty good for fire, but weighs 13. Yikes. I brought the full boulder set, and I regret it. It does not look nice on me. Dark Souls 2 had awesome world building and environments. But man, the bosses were boring as all hell. They were a bit weird. Like the balance on some of the bosses was weird. I feel like the very first boss doesn't do a lot of damage. And then with the starting health and never increasing your health, the little scorpion girl that's in the floor, and then she jumps out, and then she's like half person, half scorpion. She did so much damage to me. It really hurt. With the starting hit points, I got annihilated. It took me a long time to get past her. Boulder Shield is your favorite one. I might buy it then at some point for the graphic. See what it looks like. See what I'm missing. I don't think I want either of these yet, but I might come back for them.
There you go, another brave soul. But soon you shall see. You and I are no different. Yes, you soon shall see the putrid fates we both share.
I guess this game has two miserable guys in the thing. Like, one of them at Firelink Shrine, and then they've got another miserable guy for this part of the game. He's so downtrodden. Poor guy. I feel like I've still got a lot more to find in Dark Souls 2, weirdly. It felt like a really big game. I mean, maybe it's just because it took me so long, but it did feel absolutely massive. I think I ended up having a lot more fun with the bosses than I did with the general troops in Dark Souls 2, because they throw like 8 guys at you at once all the time in Dark Souls 2, and it's a bit tricky. Are you using QFS? I don't know if I know what QFS is. What's the what's like the unabbreviated version? I think that's like my biggest problem with not using the wikis or guides or Reddits or YouTube and being part of like the community people play it. I don't know any of like the shorthand for anything. Quelaag. Yeah, I'm using Quelaag's leg. Like in the first playthrough, I didn't find out how you use boss souls, but then I was in a menu at one of the guys, and it's just like, hey, would you like to use Quelaag's foot as a weapon? And I said, yeah, sure, that sounds great. It was my first boss weapon in Dark Souls 1. So I guess I need a blacksmith to get to the next section, because it just disappeared out my menu. Whoops. It looks like the Fury Sword. I haven't swung it yet, so I'm not sure. Yeah, it's called like the Quelaag something. Quelaag's Fury Sword, +4. That's the one. I was quite shocked when suddenly it asked me if I wanted to morph my weapon into a boss weapon, because none of the other Dark Souls or Dark Souls games do that, as far as I know. It was quite the surprise. Yeah, I like this weapon so far. It's been great. I really need to go and defeat one more Titanite demon so that I can upgrade it a bit more. But at first, when I was in the menu and I saw it again, because I was at a blacksmith and it said that I could convert another weapon into the weapon, and I thought they were different. I have this this +10 scimitar, and for a little while I thought every single weapon had its own version of the boss weapon that you could turn it into. Here we go, +10 scimitar. And I thought, wow, I can make a Quelaag scimitar, I can make a Quelaag server. I turned server into this weapon. And I thought the game must have had like 1 trillion different combinations of boss weapons you could make. But then, you know, we discovered that wasn't the case. Still, I still like this though. I wonder if this guy can even do what I'm thinking about. I might need to be at the other blacksmith. I might need to be at Andre. I think it's safer to try and go to Andre and get him to turn the +5 into a +10. Sorry about the extra loading screen. Because I don't know what I'm doing, I change my mind every now and again.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Yeah. That's why I love playing all of these games without guides or anything. It's so alien to me. Anyone who would, like, read a guide before they play things. But people were telling me that that's how some of the streamers and YouTubers do it. They don't want to look like they're making a mistake. It's crazy. I don't have any problems showing people that I've made mistakes along the game. It's much more fun for me. Like, I can't picture paying so much money for a game and then not getting to play it myself, having someone's guide play the game for me. What? Now we need more of the little large Titanites. Didn't realize I hadn't brought any large Titanites. That was my mistake. So yeah, when we've been discussing this before, I've said, yeah, I have absolutely no problem with someone who's got like a really tough job. They've got 2 hours to play. They load up Path of Exile, and they just, you know, they look up a guide and they just want to follow along with it. Because they don't have the time to just sit there and discover everything about the game. It's not a problem, it's just, it's alien to me to pick up a game and then not want to explore all of it myself. I can definitely see other people's point of view. Without just wanting to get into the meat of playing the game. I needed guides for games like Elden Ring, Lies of P. Sekiro. I had to use cheats to enjoy it. Yeah, I really fell out with cheats back in the Mega Drive. I remember I was brought Aladdin for the Mega Drive. I put in a Game Genie and the Aladdin cartridge. And I cheated my way through that game. And then I didn't have anything to do. And I realized that no one was going to buy me, like, another game for a long time. And I just destroyed my entertainment for the next month. And I was just like, whoops, I guess I don't really like cheating after all. And that was kind of my point where I really stopped cheating at anything. I really want things to last me longer rather than less time. It's 90% joy for many patient viewers who have thousands of hours, reliving those moments when everything was fresh and new, feeling those moments of revelation all over again. I'm glad there's people that feel that way, because this channel is exactly that. We're playing every game like it just released, and no one else has completed it, and there's no guides, and there's no anything else. I know there is, but we're just pretending that there's no information on the internet, and going back to the days when you had to play the game if you wanted to know. But as a working dad, if I get 1 to 2 hours to game, I want to enjoy it. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that there's such a choice out there for how people want to do things. It's just, I don't think guides and cheating are for me, and that's okay. So I think we only need 9 at a time to upgrade it, because I made sure I had 10 Titanite, and I've still got 1 left over. So if I just buy 9 when I want to upgrade something, we're good? Although 9 of those was really expensive, I don't think I have all that much souls left in order to buy the rest of the upgrade. This is going to be close. I might have picked up some... Ah, there we go. I got some openable souls. Souls in a bag. Soul bundles. Yeah. I don't really like... I'm a person that doesn't really like microtransactions in games. Like, Path of Exile's fine. Hello there. Welcome back. We're not having quite so many technical difficulties today. Yeah, I'm not... I remember buying games in a box and reading the instruction manual and having the CD, and I don't like microtransactions because it's so far away from that. Paying the box price and being done. No sense in gatekeepers, how we enjoy our hobbies. Yep, true. True. I just gotta say what's right for me, not what's wrong for everybody. I think that's a much better way to do it. So +8, +9, +10. This is the moment of truth. Modify equipment. It works. Oh my god. That's so good. Yeah, I remember reading the instruction manual on the way home, and now, you know, you're lucky if you get an instruction manual at all for anything. I used to love the thick instruction manuals. Yes, I remember Dungeon Keeper had a great instruction manual, and just everything else. Dungeon Keeper's so good. Oh, and you're gonna lurk? Okay, thank you very much. I do like when people lurk around and keep the viewership up. Maybe we'll break like 10 people viewing the channel one day. I'll be so happy with that. Yeah, let's make a great sword of Artorias. I haven't seen this. I don't know what this is about. This is going to use the soul of Sif instead of consuming my Zuihander. So cool. Let's check this thing out. Now it's just paper with buy this other thing. Oh, I hate when I get like a delivery and like there's a load of leaflets inside for buying more stuff. It really annoys me. They've wasted all this paper. I don't want this junk. Don't like untargeted advertise at me in my box when I've ordered something else. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, oh, I remember previewing this on the other screen. You needed a load of candle and explosion. I need to level up 18 candle, which could be faith, or it could be int. And then the other one, which could be faith or could be int. I really don't know. But I need some or something else. Let's wear it though. You know what's interesting there? This is just a regular greatsword. Yeah, candle and explosion. I'm also not good at east and west for some reason. I always say north, south, left and right. Don't ask me. My brain is not the best brain. I just got what I got. So let's have a read. Sword born from the soul of the Great Grey. I don't know what that is. Oh, Great Grey Wolf Sith. Okay, I know who that is. He stabbed me a lot in 2 playthroughs now. He was a good boy, though. It says on the right of the screen. Oh, it does on this one, yeah. So, candles are intelligence, even though, you know, candles in religious ceremonies, you think it'd be faith. And the sun exploding is faith. Well, yeah, okay. I'm gonna think of both of them as faith now because, you know, because I've got a religious thing for both of them. Guardian of the Grave of the Abyss Walker Knight Artorias. So we use his ring to go down and fight the 4 kings, which was my ending for the game for the first time. I defeated the 4 kings and I turned off the lights, and everyone was going wild in the chat because apparently I found the secret ending. But to me, that's the original ending of the game. You fight the 4 kings with the starting health, and then you turn off the lights, and you stop the lie. You know, Gwyn perpetuates this lie about, you know, you're the chosen one, and go light the flyers, and it's good, but apparently it's evil, and we're all stuck in this crazy thing. So that was my ending of the game. The sword can damage ghosts. Oh my god. I don't need to use the little butter knife to kill ghosts, or the consumable. My word. That's going to help me so much. The sword can damage ghosts as it was cursed when Artorias joined a covenant with the creatures of the abyss. Oh. I don't know if he sided with maybe the Four Kings then, or if he sided with the guy that's down there. I keep on calling him something, but it's wrong. It's something like Reeve, or somebody. Frampt 2. Frampt's twin. Good Frampt. Because I think Frampt's evil. So is this it? Is this my guy? This looks kind of cool. Wow, it's got a heavy swing on it. Oh! Jeez. Where are you at in your playthrough anyways? So, we've killed Seed the Scaleless out of all of the golden doors that you can open so far. Just Seed. And then, I was down at the Four Kings yesterday to try and defeat them again. But I had a graphical overhaul. And it made the Four Kings so dark that I couldn't play there, so I've uninstalled that as of last night. And hopefully it's going to be a little bit more visible. Because that just kind of ruined me. And, yeah, that might be what we try next, but I'm gonna die so much. I know it. I know it to be true. The design of the ghosts are creepy as hell. The way their arms reach out. Yeah, they're holding sides, but their arms stretch like Stretch Armstrong. Is this New Game Plus? So I've got one save in New Game Plus on the Prepare to Die edition. But I thought I'd try out the remastered version with a graphical mod on that was supposed to make it look more like the Prepare to Die edition. But it had all sorts of bugs in it, and I just ended up deleting that yesterday. So I've got one save on each game. That one's in New Game Plus, this one isn't. On the one that's in New Game Plus, I hadn't kindled any bonfires because I didn't know how to do that. And so I won the entire game with 5 health potions. Which was a mistake. And I never made like a boss weapon, because I never figured that out. So that was a bit of a mistake. And yeah, they were tough for me with the starting health of the Pyromancer class. And like a half upgraded axe, and no idea what I was doing. But we got him. We got him. It's up there on YouTube as well. Like the URL for the YouTube is the same as my Twitch URL, but just with YouTube at the beginning. I'm trying to keep like a 4K quality copy of everything that we do. So we're recording for YouTube today, right now. But they hate me on YouTube. The average watch duration of any video is like somewhere between 20 and 40 seconds, and then they click off. And I don't get it. You know, you click on a video that says, Guy plays Dark Souls 3 with the starting health, and then they click on it, they watch 20 seconds and go, well, I guess I didn't really want to watch someone play Dark Souls 3 with the starting class health. So I suppose I'll ruin all your stats on YouTube by clicking off. For some reason my control pad just turned off then. I don't know why, but there we go. I got one of the Bluetooth ones, and sometimes I lose the Bluetooth connection. YouTube, just want to critique and complain, yeah. I think the only time I've ever got comments is when I've done things wrong. Like I accidentally uploaded some Dark Souls 2 out the wrong folder and then labeled it Dark Souls 3. And then I got comments saying, what are you doing posting that scum Dark Souls 2 and calling it Dark Souls 3? I hope you... bleep, bleep, bleep. So that was harsh, but I did manage to fix it because people complained. But the rest of the time, no comments, no thumbs up. I get the occasional dislike, which is, you know, fine. It's their choice. So Onion Daughter has left. So we'll have to see if we can find Onion Daughter. But the next one I found, I think, was Onion Dad. And he had this crazy plan to charge down into these monsters, and he died. So this time round, I'm going to charge down into the monsters, and Onion Dad is going to live. We're changing history by playing the game on a new client. I'm gonna fix time. Yeah, let's have a quick go at the Four Kings. I do not promise success. I can only promise that I'll try. So I've got two ways of getting to the boss that I found. But neither of them really result in me doing very well. I kind of limp to the boss. Sometimes I have to use a couple of potions before I even get in the boss room. I don't think either way is any better for me. So I quite like this one, where I hop down to here, and then here, and then I run through. Yeah, stabbed in the back. Oh, that's an idea. There was a chest that I missed this time round. Oh, no. No soul suck horror, please. I want to live. That was close. I was thinking of starting my own Twitch, but it's like dead mode gaming where I use cheats to be invincible and just yeet around. That sounds like fun. I'm sure there'd be people interested in that. Oh, there's that piece of loot that I saw from above at the church. I think I must have got this on my first playthrough, but I didn't think about this. Aha, so it wasn't worth trying to drop down. I think there'd be an audience for that. I don't know, though, because I've never watched anyone else on Twitch. Might sound surprising, but I find with like 6 hours of live streaming and then, you know, watching a little bit of TV, my day's kind of over. And the only time I tried to watch one was a video of demand of this guy called Asmongold playing Dark Souls 1. And it was really hard to watch. Like, he refused to learn anything, and then he made it the game's fault that he couldn't do something. When all he needed to do that thing was to pay some attention, and it was really frustrating to watch him. It was horrible. It definitely wasn't a... oh, no, fallen off. Whoops, trying to back up. Like, I was trying to watch a stream of a game that I played. I wait until I've played Dark Souls. I was trying to watch a stream in order to learn what streamers do. And his webcam was so big you could barely see the game. His chat box was so big you could barely see the game. And I was just like, well, what is the appeal? I don't understand. Good game for finding the best shortcut. Thank you, thank you. This is my favorite one. Like, there was this other one where you roll down from above, but you have to run past 452 ghosts. And I don't like doing that. It's difficult. But yeah, I watched a stream once and I learned nothing. Like, maybe people love an absolutely giant webcam that's taking up the whole screen. I don't know, but I didn't like looking at it that way, because I couldn't see the game. And then, maybe people like having a chat so big that it covers up the other half of the game. But I didn't. I kind of wanted to see the game in the background. But it was very strange. So I've just gone back to doing what I do. The thing is, I don't need to be successful at doing this, because I'm just playing through all the games that I want to play that I missed. So, I was an MMO player, like big into MMOs, and I've just recently broken free, because a lot of the MMOs are just really garbage. Like, the storytelling in World of Warcraft got so bad that I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand playing Dragonflight. And now, all those games that I've brought over the last 20, 30 years on Steam and wherever else, I can now finally play them. And I started off with a couple of other games before Dark Souls, but I was like, you know what, do or die, let's play Dark Souls. I've heard great things about it. Don't know what it's about, don't know how it plays, don't know what it looks like, but let's go. And I was so into these From Software games that I brought a PlayStation 5 just to play the 2 that I was missing. That's how much I like these. And that set me back like £500, so that wasn't easy on the wallet. Ouch and ouch. There are things to take away from his habits, but as for pure gaming, we get nothing from him. Yeah, that's how I felt at the end of like what I could stomach of the video of demand of Dark Souls 1. I'm just like, this guy isn't trying to play the game. Nobody could be this bad at like reading the tooltips and things. Is he doing this on purpose? I couldn't understand whether he was or wasn't. It was weird. And rats for kicking the habit. Thank you very much. I do still like MMOs. Like every now and again I keep on thinking, I bet World of Warcraft's doing something awesome now to get people back. I should go play it. But then I don't. You know, I just carry on with my stream and everything's okay. There's definitely 2 ghosts on the left here. I think I've still got my, no, I don't have the other thing hotkeyed where I can attack ghosts. So if I want to stab these guys, I have to mess around with my inventory. That's annoying. So I will do that quickly, because I didn't loot the chest that's in here. But yeah, he was probably trying his best and everything, but I thought it was so crazy that you could have someone who manages to not read all the tooltips and then say it's the game's fault. What? What are you doing? There was this other guy on his stream that was in like Discord or whatever that was like, hey, you deserve what's going wrong at this point in the game because you didn't read the tooltips at the start. And he was like, what? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And he didn't. And the guy in his Discord, I think it was called McConnell or something or other, he was absolutely right. And it was hard to watch. Uh-oh. Stabbed. Am I ever gonna make it to this freaking doorway? Every now and again I peek back into Final Fantasy XIV. I really liked Final Fantasy XIV. But never lasts like my WoW days. Yeah, so with Final Fantasy XIV, there was a point where I'd convinced a friend to come back to Shadowlands in World of Warcraft. And it was terrible. Like, it was good, but then they weren't patching the game anymore. Like, there was a real delay on any new content. And I'd used, like, my one token with this friend to get him to try World of Warcraft again. And then he was never going to try it again. And I wasted it on Shadowlands, but I could only realize that with hindsight. So what we did was we went over to Final Fantasy XIV. See, I'd already played it, but he hadn't. And then we went over there, and with the way Final Fantasy XIV was blowing up, do people say that? Blowing up? We brought Shadowbringers, I think it was at the time, or maybe it was the one before that. And, yeah, when he got home from work and he tried to queue, there was just like 14 billion people in queue, estimated time in queue till tomorrow. And I'd already be logged in, because I'd log in during the day, but he couldn't play and I could, and then we ended up dropping Final Fantasy XIV. He brought an expansion and he could never play it, because every day when he came home from work, the queues were so long that you couldn't get in the game. So that's where we stopped playing Final Fantasy XIV. He eventually did go back later on, and he played through the entire expansion without me. And now I've got double the reasons to not go back and play it. I can't play it with the guy that I was playing it with. And, you know, there's an entire expansion there that I kind of wasted my money on and didn't get to play. So it's a bit rough. I thought it was great, though. Like, Final Fantasy 14's literally done nothing wrong. All good things. Back, I wish to see you talking with an NPC you've already spoke to. I don't think this NPC said everything. Am I allowed to say who this NPC is? So, I've got more conversation with the guy in red to send him back to Firelink Shrine once I've beaten the 4 kings. So that's someone I've got to talk to some more. And then, yeah, I mean, we'll just go around and we'll talk to all the guys. And we'll just say hi to everybody. And then, you know, we'll have a look. But yeah, really, the question is kind of the is like the spoiler, because now I know that there's an NPC that's got something to do. You've kind of already mentioned that there's an NPC that there's something to do at. So I kind of well now I can just talk to every NPC and I know what you're talking about. So you kind of already did it. I know how that sounds really convoluted and stupid, but like, you know, I know that there's a gameplay element that I need to interact with now, and now there's no choice for me. Now that I know that there's something that I haven't done, I have to go do it. So you kind of already pushed me into it. It sounds stupid to the outside. Like, I've had people before where I say, oh, no spoilers, and then they say, okay, well, I'll tell you all the answers, but I didn't tell you the plot. It's not a story spoiler, and the only spoilers that exist are story spoilers. So it's like, for some people, you know, the word spoiler means something very different to me. And for me, spoilers is everything. Everything is spoiler. But it just sounds like I'm being really, like, petty about it, so I don't like to keep on, you know, harping on about it or nagging or saying people can't say anything. Because, you know, if I end up with a stream where no one's allowed to talk at all, that's kind of terrible. So I'm trying to find a healthy balance between please let me make mistakes and people being allowed to say something at least. It's all good. I'll go around and I'll talk to all the guys. We definitely talked to Big Hat Logan like a few times. So I don't think it's going to be him. Onion Daughter has now left for her journey to find her dad, so I don't think it's going to be her. The Pyromancer, I told him to not go and pursue where I found this extra spell. So I think he's good. I think he's just going to sit there now instead of trying to kill me down in the swamp like he did on my first playthrough. Who else have we got? We got Frampt up top, but Frampt's a liar. I don't want to talk to Frampt. Frampt's an evil worm man. He ends up siding with me when I turn off all the torches in the dark ending. He realizes that I got it right, and he ends up on my team. Is this everybody? Can I loot this chest now? I can't believe I missed this the first time around. Are you a mimic? I'm gonna see if he's breathing. I like to look at these chests and see if they're like breathing. No, so this is a real chest. I don't even need to check it. Boom, Titanite chunk for free for me. Yum. Ah, here we are. Now, step 1, don't get stabbed by the ghost that's nearby, while I'm changing to the ring that I need. Goodbye, Ring of Steel Protection. Hello, Covenant of Artorias. Yeah, I think because there's only so much screen space that I can write things on, but that bit on the screen that's like, oh yeah, don't tell me about any missed NPCs. I would have thought that would have covered that. Like, if I'm missing an interaction with an NPC, it's just like, oh no, don't tell me about it, because then I'll go and fix it. And, yeah, I don't know. Like, I could write paragraphs upon paragraphs on that bit on the screen that says, please don't tell me about the following, and I could go, like, really in-depth, but then it would just take up the entire interface. Yeah, this definitely isn't the worst one. I've had someone on Sekiro tell me that a guy is a boss about 30 seconds before I was about to walk around the corner and talk with the NPC, and I'm like, oh my god, why would you do that? Then I selected a load of dialogue that made him not a boss. And then I had to play Sekiro all over again to make the initial choice that I was going to make that did make him a boss. But I tried to defy the spoiler, in a way. Oh no, he grappled me. Am I dead? No, no. Okay, we're good. Oh, ouch. Yeah, I think people have good intentions. They just wanna share what they know, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where we're kind of trying to do it the other way. I saw that there's another king heading my way. That's not good. Here he is. Gonna try and make it so that we're only fighting the one guy. Maybe through spells. Oh no, I don't have my spell equipped. Oh, I hate this attack. Nope. Uh-oh. I hate that attack too. Are they really going to attack me with like 3 kings at once? Come on. Get these kings out of here. Can I quick swap my gear while I'm backing up? Maybe. I'm going the wrong way in the menu. It's going to take twice as long. Help! Police! Okay, we're good. We're good. Bam! Whoa. Now that is 4 kings. The legends were true. Ow. No, please stop, camera. Oh, that guy, he stood behind me so I couldn't see. That was mean. That was so mean. So yeah, I really don't know if there's a bonfire down there. And I don't want to know if there's a bonfire down there, but I kind of wish there was a bonfire down there. It's a bit of a harsh run. So all she says is about like, I wish you didn't resurrect me with my tongue intact because we're not supposed to talk. So I don't think it's her.
Forgive me. I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration.
Yeah.
Please, if you have any heart, leave me be. I wish not to speak.
Her story is so sad. We'll quickly try and talk to Ted over here.
Oh, there you are. Just so you know, Master Logan has left on his own again. It seems that he is still determined to find the famed regal archives in Anor Londo, and I have decided that I must search for him.
Yo, he went further than that. He went to C's laboratory.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. And pray that you never go hollow.
Sure. Okay. Hello. Let's have another chat with him. See how he's doing.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. And pray that you never go hollow.
just a little bit of guilt. That's enough. That's the right amount. No more, no less.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe. As always, if you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy.
Yeah.
My teacher, whom I imagine still resides in the Great Swamp, had a funny way of putting it. He said that pyromancy is the ultimate fantasy. We are born into dark and warmed by fire, but this fire we cannot touch. Those whose fascination with fire persists, learn to hold it in their own hand. He rather had a way with words, the old withering frog.
That's really interesting. And I have heard this bit of dialogue from this guy before. But he said, my teacher is in the Great Swamp, and he... something, something, something. And it's like, okay, well, I don't think the bottom of Blighttown is the Great Swamp after all, then. Because there was no teacher down there, and there was no, you know, no guy down there at all. So that kind of throws me off that bit of theory that I had that maybe the bottom of Blighttown is like the only swampy area. So I don't know. Like, I really can't find this great swamp. And that's awesome. Because that might be where the DLC is, because that's what we're hunting for. I don't want any clues or any tips about the DLC, but we're playing the game to find the DLC, because somebody accidentally or on purpose dropped a spoiler in the chat at the end of Dark Souls 1 saying that I didn't find the DLC. I'm missing the entire DLC. Somehow I played this whole game through, enjoyed it so much.
Goodbye. Be safe, friend.
And I missed
There you
the
go,
downloadable content. And that's so cool that I've still got it to find. I'm looking forward to finding it, and we're gonna walk around and we're gonna find it by
sorry
hand.
fool. You could not be the chosen one. Enough. I shall slumber until I am awakened again.
Wow, I didn't even find the second Great Serpent, and he's already upset with me, and I don't know why. But yeah, I'm gonna find the other Great Serpent because he tells the truth. He is the Serpent of Truth, and you know he's all right. So I think that's everybody here spoken to, or missing in action. DLC is the downloadable content. Yep, sure is. I'm gonna find it. It's here somewhere. Oh man, DLC is usually the thing that breaks full blind playthroughs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So unintuitive. Yeah, my main moderator, my guy that's been with me since day 2 of streaming Dark Souls. Actually, he might even... No. Yeah, day 2. He says I'm gonna be begging for tips about how to find it in the end, because I'll never do it. And I've had some other people say, you know, I'll never do it as well, but I don't know, sometimes I got the eagle eye, sometimes I don't. I think what's gonna happen is I'll clear everything up to Gwyn, and then I'll just patiently look everywhere all the time, over and over again. I don't mind repeating all of these levels. It's so much fun to just fight the regular guys in Dark Souls. It just never gets old. So I think I'm set up. Like, I have the patience of a saint, or perhaps 4 saints combined in some kind of, you know, fusion dance from Dragon Ball. And yeah, I think I can do it. If I can sit there and be lost in Dark Souls 2 for a month and still finish the game, I can find the DLC in this, right? Question mark? Maybe not. Maybe I will break. Maybe I will shatter. But the guy in Dark Souls 3 that I found, that seems to be voiced by the guy whose patches, the Dark Souls 3 guys, I will not be broken. I am unbreakable. And I'm gonna try and live by his words, because he's like the one patches that hasn't tried to kill me yet in all of the games. So perhaps he is the final form of patches. Yeah, he wants me to find this shrine in Dark Souls 3, and I can't figure out this puzzle. It's like this really weird tube, and the bottom of it is there's this plaque, and nobody told me the answer to this, but this plaque says, "Show your humanity." And it's kind of near the Medea fight, and I've tried to use every emote near this plaque, and it doesn't work, and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna get up there, and I've been using the binoculars, and I've spotted like one of these really tall giants that are a necromancer that's like partway up the level, and some of the other models and units that you have to fight along the path, and I think I can even see the shrine that he's talking about, and it's covered with this like goop and stuff. And I'm right there next to it, and I'm gonna solve it. I am, but it's going to take me some more time. Yeah, show your humanity or show your humility. It's one of the two. And I'm struggling with it. I tried using all sorts of like soul items and becoming human, which I don't normally do. I don't normally use consumables. I tried every emote while I was standing sort of near it. It just doesn't work. Everything I try is just wrong. Uh-oh. All out of that one. I see another king there. Okay, we got time, we got time. Ow. I can't believe I've finished this fight with 5 health flasks with a load of rubbish gear on my other playthrough. It's fascinating to me that I managed to beginner's luck my way through Dark Souls. Uh-oh, all out of that spell. I'm missing my combustion this time. I really like combustion. It's a great spell. I think it's called combustion anyway. A little like fire hand. Okay, there's another king out of there. What you got, king? Oh, I completely threw it into the middle of nowhere. Even though I'm locked onto him, I hate that. Come on, come on, come on. Combustion is Pog. Yep. Great spell. 12 out of 10, would use it again. Okay, we haven't had any more king shot for a while, which is nice. Nice of them. Ow. And I'm all out of spells. Uh-oh. Ah, he grabbed me even though I rolled behind him. I hate this grab. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. Ah. I want to live. I want to live. Ow. Oh, there's another king. This is bad. I want high stamina though, in case I need to block anything. Gonna try and do it with some reasonable... Ah, again, he reached around behind him and picked me up even though I'd rolled away. I hate this guy. Are you the last king, sir? I know there's another one in the background shooting lasers, but could you be the last king, please? Oh, I really need to work on having some stamina. Oh, I thought that was the end of me when that other guy stabbed me as well. Yep. Let's try and hobble away from the second one. Come on, stamina, stamina, stamina. Nope. Oh. Oh. Oh god. How did I ever beat this with 5 health flasks? Speaking of health, I'm gonna be safe. Nope, I'm not. Wait until he does something first. There we go. Oh no, there's 3 kings on me. Help! Oh my god. Guess the double thumbs up. We did it. We did it. I can't believe it. Oh, jeez. Bequeathed Lord of Souls shard. Damn, and some humanity. So good. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with me throughout the failing. I'm not very good at Dark Souls.